Welcome to part 2 of journalizing transactions into a general journal. The essential outcomes for chapter 3. You will be able to record daily transactions into a general journal by identifying accounting concepts and practices related to journalizing transactions. B, journalizing transactions that set up a business. C, utilizing the accounting equation to journalize accounts. D, connecting the key terms in this chapter with application. Welcome back to 3-2. We will continue recording our entries. August 4th, we paid cash for insurance, $1,200, check number 2. Looking at the T account in the bottom right corner, from chapter 2, we learned that we would debit prepaid insurance for $1,200 and we would credit cash for $1,200. So, let's record this journal entry into the general journal. First, we will write the date in the date column. So we will record 4. Do not rewrite the word August. Then we will record the debit prepaid insurance up against the left wall. And then we will go to the debit column and write $1,200 using either 2 circles, 2 zeros for the cent column, or we will draw a line through the cent column. But we do not leave it blank. Then we will record our credit. We will indent cash about 5 spaces. And then we will go to the credit column and record $1,200. The last step is to record our objective evidence, which will be capital C2 for check number 2. Please review your work. Check to make sure you did not rewrite the word August, that you capitalized the P in prepaid, the I in insurance, and the debit is up against the left wall. Check your cash credit to make sure you capitalize the letter C and that you have indented cash about 5 spaces. Check your both dollar amount columns to make sure you have properly recorded your cents. August 7th, bought supplies on account from Supply Depot, $500, memorandum number 1. Looking at the T account in the bottom right corner, from chapter 2, we learned that we would debit supplies for $500 and we would credit accounts payable Supply Depot for $500. So let's go and record this transaction into the general journal. First, we will write the date 7 in the date column. We will not rewrite the word August. Then we will record our debit, which is supplies, up against the left wall. And then we will go to the debit column and write $500. Make sure that when you record your cents, either you put 2 zeros or a line through the cent column. Then we will record the account credited, which is accounts payable Supply Depot. So you may abbreviate accounts payable as capital A / capital P dash Supply Depot. It will be indented 5 spaces. Then we will go to the credit column and record the $500. Our last step is to record our source document. A memorandum is abbreviated with a capital M and a 1 for the number. Please review your work. Please make sure that you have capitalized the letter S in supplies and that supplies is up against the left wall. Then check your account title to make sure you have capitalized the letter A and the letter P and that you have capitalized the S in supply and the S and the D in depot. Also check your cents columns to make sure you have recorded your cents properly. August 11th, paid cash on account to Supply Depot, $300, check number 3. If we look at the chart of accounts in the bottom right corner, we learned from Chapter 2 that we would debit accounts payable, Supply Depot, for $300 and credit cash for $300. So let's record this transaction into our general journal. First, we will write the date, the 11th. Do not rewrite the word August. Then we will record our account title. Again, you may record our debit as capital A / capital P dash Supply Depot. We will go to our debit column and record $300. Make sure you record your cents properly. Then we will record our cash as our credit by indenting cash 5 spaces in the account title. Then we will go to our credit amount column and write $300. The last step will be to record our source document or the objective evidence in our document number column. In this case, we will write C3. Please review your work. Make sure you did not rewrite the word August, that you capitalize A and P in accounts payable, that you capitalize the S and the D in Supply Depot, that you capitalize the C in cash. Then check your cent column to make sure you did not leave that blank. The accounting cycle. In Chapter 2, you were to identify and analyze source documents, breaking them up into their debit and credit parts. In this chapter, Chapter 2, you have learned how to record the debit and credit transactions into the general journal. Please make sure you know these 2 steps. You will be tested over these steps on your test. You have just finished 3-2. It's time now to go to page 67 in your book. You will need working papers, page 37. This is the same working paper that you used in 3-1 Work Together. Just continue with your next transaction. Note, record debits first up against the left wall and indent credits about 5 spaces. If you need assistance, please let me know. You have just finished 3-2. When you have shown me your work, please continue on with section 3-3.